I just got to Diamond 2. The game can't be over already. Please, fuck. If you haven't heard the news, Marvel Rivals apparently is laying off every single dev they've ever had, and the game is just going to be turned to shit, is what most of the headlines are saying. However, I don't really think that's the case. It is still a shitty situation. We'll get to that. I just don't think it's as big as the headlines are making it. Now, if you aren't aware, a couple of the people that were working on the Marvel Rivals team, at the very least, more specifically the North American team, more specifically Thaddeus Sasser, recently made an announcement a couple of days ago on LinkedIn saying that they just got laid off from working at Marvel Rivals, and more specifically NetEase, the company that makes Marvel Rivals. All hail the CCP. NetEase is the reason you can't say anything critical about China in Marvel Rivals, in case you were wondering. I'm not gonna lie, they know how to make good games. I'm just saying. Have you looked at Overwatch? Speaking of Overwatch, Marvel Rivals has completely murdered Overwatch, okay? With no regard for human life. LeBron James with no regard for human life. Marvel Rivals has brought back something inside of me that I haven't felt since I was in like middle school playing Overwatch, okay? I used to wake up every single day because, you know, obviously play Overwatch, not eat, not shower, and go straight to sleep. It was disgusting. Then I grew up and realized that that's a disgusting way to live and stopped playing Overwatch. But until recently, I haven't really had an appreciation for games all that much, except for Marvel Rivals. I fucking love Marvel Rivals. Please stop picking DPS! We don't need 3 DPS on my team. God damn it! Thaddeus Sasser, one of, so let me specify, because a lot of people are saying the game director. Okay, that's not true. It was one of the game directors from Marvel Rivals, got let go, unfortunately. And we're going to go ahead and read the LinkedIn post. This is such a weird industry. My stellar, talented team just helped deliver an incredibly successful new franchise in Marvel Rivals for NetEase Games, and we were just laid off. Oh well, times are tough all over. Let's find these incredible people new jobs because we all need to eat, right? Today, I'm going to start with the inspiring Gary McGee. During the course of the project, Gary was fantastic to work with. This is a highly technical designer, currently working in level design, but I've seen his passion project, who is a proactive problem solver. A lot of our time on the project was spent on sort of an R&D branch, coming up with new level design mechanics, gameplay mechanics, and so on. Gary was a key part of those efforts. His technical ability, proactivity, and passion for the game development and problem solving were a huge asset for the team. Gary doesn't wait for a problem to slow the team down. He finds a way around it or through. Early in his time at our Seattle studio, he developed level design tools and gameplay mechanics. That I can't tell you about because they belong to NetEase, but they greatly accelerated the team and often enabled the team's progress. On top of it, he's a nice person too. He holds some strong, wrong opinions on video games. He's highly competitive in a good way, and he's got a lot of deep thoughts and philosophies on life, making him an excellent team member and the kind of guy you look forward to talking to every day. Gary, I'm kidding about the wrong opinions. Don't come for me in the comments. Pretty much Thaddeus was explaining that despite this smash success that is Marvel Rivals, and let's not downplay that. I mean, the game is still holding a concurrent, like at least 200,000 people, and that's just on Steam. That's one platform. I'm honestly going to say more people play on console, and we don't even know those numbers. This game it's amazing. I love this game. It's brought back such a competitive edging gooning in my gaming life, I guess, and I love it. And it sucks to see that they're just firing people despite the smash success of this game. Another employee that was working for NetEase to develop Marvel Rivals, Jack Burrows, level designer for Marvel Rivals, also made a post saying, "Hey folks, well, just got laid off from my job working on Marvel Rivals with NetEase. It was an enormous pleasure to work with my American coworkers who joined me in this sad colon. Just couldn't dodge that big boot, I guess, no matter how big of the success of the gig. So now I'm seeking a new role and would appreciate your support. If you hear any of the opportunities or just want to catch up, please send me a message or connect below. I'd love to reconnect. Hashtag open to work. Hashtag you can't win them all." So obviously, from these posts, you're probably wondering, why the fuck is NetEase firing people? Well, NetEase has come out and said that they're wanting to kind of just pull everything closer to home. As you know, NetEase is based in China, and streamline the dev process, which for a second sounds like a good explanation as to why they're just randomly firing people that were working on the game perfectly fine, until you realize that with how great of a success this game is, why not just move that talent elsewhere? These people could still work on the game remotely. Like if what, you don't want to pay for a WeWork office, you can just still hire these people. And you know, if they were only to just build up the game from the ground up, you know, just basic foundation, and then we're just going to inevitably transfer to China, that should have been made obvious. And clearly it wasn't, unless these people are just super salty, but it seems really unprofessional for these highly talented people and people who have been in the industry, which seems like a long time apparently, if they're game directors and lead level designers. It wouldn't make sense for them to just be lying like this. Now, I'm going to say, you know, possibly, this could be a bunch of BS. This could be a whole bunch of balonga, okay? But I'm just going to go ahead and say, for now, probably it's not. There might be a little bit more to the story, but it just doesn't make sense that despite how popular this game is, they're just cutting corners already, especially people that are level designers. We have one new map coming out. I don't know if you played Midtown. Midtown kind of sucks. I don't really like that. I don't really like that map all that much. So, I don't know. If Jack Burrows was the person who was lead behind Midtown, maybe Jack deserved to get let go, but not everybody. And I understand a lot of people are spreading the fact that, they were just helping with NetEase, or they were just R&D or shit like that. I forgot, just fucking Moist Critical, goddammit. I just learned that he isn't the director of Marvel Rivals, and he was the director at NetEase. They said his team did some work on Rivals, but they weren't the main team. Well, yeah, obviously. Even if it's the top comment on Moist Critical's video, and it's like, yeah, obviously, if the game failed in any way, yeah, sure, I get it, cut corners, but it's not. It's just going up. Whoa. 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 Don't clip that. It's going up. It's going up. Okay. Wouldn't you want as much support as you possibly can? Why even lay them off? Just move them to a different sector of the project. On top of that, I feel like a game that's really popular in North America, you shouldn't have completely and solely developed in China. You should still have a North American team to make sure that, that synergizes together, I guess. I'm not saying that foreign developed games are going to be garbage, but, especially with an American IP, I feel like it would be best to have at least the smallest, even if it's 6 people in America, working on the game. I don't know. People are also saying, guys, the research and dev team for the American branch, not the actual director. This team makes system like menu and core gameplay and such. Unfortunately, big companies tend to fire these people as systems are already built and they don't need them anymore. Well, that still sucks. You're not helping with the situation at all. Obviously people are being let go left and right from jobs in general, and especially in the gaming industry, despite how much money their CEOs are making. It's insane. I don't really like Nintendo all that much. One of the major things that I really appreciated from their former CEO, I believe he passed away. During the Wii U, obviously, Nintendo's stock tanked. Their finances tanked. Everything got destroyed. And normally when that happens, layoffs are rampant and people are just getting let go left and right. Even people who have been at the company for years. Instead of doing that, the CEO decided to cut his pay in half to make sure that everyone working at Nintendo was able to still work there, because the talent that he knew that they had would still be needed in the future, and it would be much easier to keep them than let them go. And I feel like that's just how it should be always. If you already own your mansion and private jet, is it really that bad if you got to give up one of your Bugattis to have 6 people develop your game? Or I don't know, they don't have Bugattis. It's fucking Huawei car? I don't know. Some Chinese cars are pretty cool. But it's just like, I don't understand why this even needed to happen. Let's say hypothetically they were doing such small things. Why not have them on contract? If they were on contract, then they wouldn't have been let go, right? They wouldn't have been laid off. And again, people at this professional level would understand that it was a contract. They wouldn't just be, this isn't people just posting on Twitter, right? These are people with extensive backgrounds in game design. And it just sucks that, this is still gonna be something that people who are working in the game industry have to deal with. Working in the game industry, I'm sure, are people's biggest dreams. And when you help build something this successful, to be let go like that, it's just it must just be a really big blow to any dreams or aspirations to being anywhere in the game industry. And again, I do understand, obviously, the point of companies is to make money, but at what point is sacrificing all these people? Even pay cuts, dude. I don't know. I just feel like it's kind of a shitty situation. It's kind of a shitty situation. And I really hope, also another thing, NetEase made EVE Online. EVE Online got ruined by microtransactions. Games like this are known to be littered with microtransactions, and I'm concerned that NetEase might try to get this in a stranglehold, especially because Marvel's so new to these types of online games. So far, the only successful games they've had is Spider-Man on PS5, which is just, woo! I love those games. I love the Spider-Man games, especially on the PC. This new port, beautiful. I don't give a fuck what anyone says. I know it's a little buggy sometimes, but I love Spider-Man with all my heart.
I didn't know there were bears in these woods.
But please don't play Spider-Man when we're playing ranked, I swear to God. But yeah, I don't know. I really hope that this doesn't mean anything bad for Rivals, because I really enjoy Rivals. It's literally making Overwatch actually try and do something now. I don't know, who knows? Maybe they'll actually put in the story mode that they said they were going to do. I just wanted to talk about that real quick. Again, I really do hope genuinely that this is just some thing that's been blown out of the water, but I don't know if it will be. Who knows? Anyways, thanks for blowing up the Drake video, by the way. Really genuinely appreciate that. We're also at 1,400 subs. Just crazy. Yeah. I don't know how many. I think it's 40% of people that watch the videos actually finish it. Part of that 40%, thank you. Genuinely. It's almost been a year this channel, dude. That's crazy. Over that time, we were able to pull $100 out of thin air. And that gives me hope that possibly one day I'll be able to turn this into a full-time job. And the fact that I'm even able to make $1 off of a video. I mean, the Drake video made like $4. That's insane. Thank you. Genuinely. So much. Even if you hate me, thank you for watching this video. I love this. I love doing this. It's my favorite thing in the whole world. I love talking to the camera. I love talking to you people. I love connecting with people. I love talking about things that I see on my phone all day. And I just want to say thank you. But yeah, please don't lay me off and stop playing Spider-Man in my diamond lobbies. Thank you. Bye.